In this lecture, we will discuss about some problems of second module. So, the first problem is determine the damping ratio, damped frequency of oscillation, peak overshoot, rise time and settling time for the system having closed loop transfer function 25 divided by s square plus 8s plus 25. So, when we are going to do a problem like this, first you have to write down the closed loop transfer function of the system or overall transfer function of the system. Here in this question, you can see that they have given us the closed loop transfer function. So, we can write the closed loop transfer function or overall transfer function of the system C of s by R of s equal to 25 divided by s square plus 8s plus 25. Now, we can compare it with the standard second order transfer function equation. So, the standard equation for second order system is omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. So, by comparing it with the standard second order equation, we can say that omega n square, value of omega n square is 25 and thereby value of omega n, that is 5 rad per second. That means omega n, which is the natural frequency of oscillation of the given system, is 5. Now, we can see that in the equation we can compare the equation with the standard equation of second order system. We can write 2 zeta omega n, that is the coefficient of s. 2 zeta omega n is the coefficient of s in the denominator. So, we can write 2 zeta omega n equal to 8 here, that is the coefficient of s in the given transfer function is 8. So, we can compare that with the standard equation, hence we can write that 2 zeta omega n equal to 8. Now, by substituting the value of omega n here, omega n is equal to 5 here, we can find the value of zeta. So, in this question, the value of zeta, that is damping ratio, zeta is damping ratio, the value of zeta is equal to 0.8. Now, we can see that if the value of damping ratio is less than 1 or if the value of damping ratio is in between 0 and 1. Here you can see that the value of damping ratio is in between 0 and 1. Hence, the system is under damped system. Since the value of zeta is in between 0 and 1, our system is under damped system. Now, we have to find the damped frequency of oscillation. So, we can represent the damped frequency of oscillation, that is omega d. Omega d, damped frequency of oscillation, equal to omega n into square root of 1 minus zeta square. This is the equation for omega d. So, by substituting the values of omega n and zeta in this equation, we will get omega d or damped frequency of oscillation equal to 3 radian per second. Now, we have to find the peak time. So, the expression for peak time is pi by omega d. Here we know the value of omega d and we know the value of pi as 3.14. So, substitute those values for pi as 3.14 and omega d as 3. We will get peak time as 1.08 seconds. Now, also we can find the rise time by substituting in the expression of rise time, that the expression for rise time is pi minus theta by omega d. Here theta is tan inverse of square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta. So, by substituting in this equation, theta value is 0.64 radians. So, in finding all this, make sure that your calculator is in radian mode. So, also we have to find the value of theta in radians only, not in degrees. So, if we substitute the values of theta, pi and omega d in the expression for rise time, we will get rise time is equal to 0.83 second. Now, next is we have to find the percentage overshoot, and percentage overshoot is e raised to minus theta pi divided by square root of 1 minus theta square into 100%, and that is 1.5 second. Now, settling time. So, here in this question they have not given the tolerance band. So, if they have not specified the tolerance band, we can always take it as 2%. So, for a 2% tolerance band, settling time is equal to 4 by theta omega n. So, we will get the settling time as 1 second. Here the time constant of the system is 1 by theta omega n. 1 by theta omega n is equal to t, that is the time constant of the system. So, we have got the values for all the parameters that is asked in the question. So, if a question like this is given, first you have to write the overall transfer function or closed loop transfer function of the given system. After that, if time domain specifications like rise time, peak overshoot are asked, you can directly write the equation for or directly write the expression for all the time domain parameters, and by substituting the values into it directly, we will be able to find the time domain specifications. Thank you.